Hello and welcome to Banished. I've played this once before. It went okay, but we're going to have a fresh start for a new series. Going to call the town Oxville because I'm terrible with names and can't think of anything better that's a play on my username. So that will do. I think we'll leave it on easy for now. Maybe if I do another series in the future, we'll go on difficult. Have disasters on. Mild climate, large terrain, and valleys because it's a bit easier. I just want a nice simple first game to get started. I'm playing without music because I have been unable to find any definite answer on whether the music is copyrighted or not, so if you know, please let me know and I will adjust if necessary. I would like to play with music, but I can't if it's going to copyright claim the video. So there's that. So to get started, first things first, I need to pause it because I need to get up a load of things and put them in my preferred location. Where do I put that? I put it somewhere. Pretty certain I normally have the map around. I normally put this here and then... Maybe I don't normally have the map. Or do I might normally put the map up this corner actually. There we go, I think that's my normal UI layout that I go with. Not sure how I feel like I'm never a fan of the way it organised the first houses. We'll have to stick with it though. So... I'm playing a vanilla install at the moment. I've not actually used any mods in Banished yet, but maybe in the future I'll add some in. First things first, we need food. Food is obviously one of the most important things in this game, if not the most important. And I think the best way to do it, I'm kind of in this awkward gap between two lakes, and fishing docks I think are better on rivers. It's my understanding. I've also got to relearn. It's a couple of months since I've been able to eat it, so I've got to relearn where everything is. Fish, there we go. Fishing docks. I'll just start with one, because we don't have many people at the moment. Connect a road in. Comes along the front. And just accelerate time a bit and play. There we go. There's probably some key bindings for that, but I've forgotten what they are, so guess we have to put up with that. We're right next to the water, but a well would probably be a good idea. We'll leave it for now, though. It's already raining. That's pleasant. There's not a lot I can do about that. So, first things first, we'll need a woodcutter. There's nowhere good to put it. Possibly there. It would be terrible. And then obviously the woodcutter will need a forester. She provides him with wood. So I'm thinking the forester might be best served down here. We'll also leave a gatherer's hut. And herbalist. I need to check where I can build the road. The road goes there. Okay. So, yes, the gatherer's hut. Sorry, herbalist. The gatherer's hut's in here. Gatherer's hut. And the hunting cabin. And probably it would make sense to put a barn in as well. That's quite a lot of stuff to be building early on, but it makes sense. There is reasoning behind it. We'll do that, and then obviously we have to assign people to the jobs. So we have one woodcutter and 4 fishermen, and we should start making food. We've got a nice amount of sheep just in the town, haven't we? So I guess it wouldn't go amiss to just build a paddock for them. I think that is that's a line I can build a road on, so I'll build a road through there. That makes sense. This is what I want to prioritise, though. So increase priority to that. Hopefully they should build that first. Of course they probably won't. They've built the road already, which is rather impressive. And they've actually already got quite a way through the gatherer's hut as well, which is not an issue by any means. I think the other important thing to always consider is the blacksmith, just because you run out of tools awfully quickly without realising it. Had a lot of kids be born. Probably want to get a school set up soon-ish, but not immediately. I might just fill in that gap with the house. So I'll set off a lot of stuff to be built. We'll see how long it takes them. I guess I'm going to assign the last people to builders for now. I'll probably set up more buildings than I can actually man with the number of people I have, but we'll see how it goes. I kind of need all of it in the first year, so... And at the very least the fuel limit needs to be higher than 200. I don't understand the purpose of having a food limit in the first place. I don't know why you would. The reserve of logs is low. Well, if someone built the forester, that wouldn't be an issue. And stone, okay. Just clear out that area, I guess. We are actually out of logs, fair enough. I'm going to have to use 32 on this pasture that's going to be for the sheep, but we do need the sheep because they will provide food and they will also provide wool. This will actually be very helpful. Normally making clothes to begin with is a nightmare, but having wool straight off will not be a bad thing. Sheep, 5 sheep in there. How many sheep have I actually got? I have no way to tell, so I guess we're assuming 5 is... It's not a bad amount by any means. Let us assign a herdsman then, and then someone will be working on the sheep. And I also need someone to be a gatherer. Well, I only have the one for now because I don't have many spare labourers. Those I do have need to be on the fish because we have already only 80 food left. So 100 fish there, so go figure. I don't understand either. Yes, I like playing on 5 times speed. It keeps the game at a reasonable pace, in that you're not waiting hours for them to do anything. Probably go at a pace of a year a video, I imagine. We'll see what sort of length videos that makes, but I imagine that will be what we stick to. Hopefully it all goes well and we don't have any major death waves because I forget to feed them or something, which tends to be my undoing. Getting enough food in is always an issue. We are going to run out of hide coats, or just any coats, but the tailor is not a priority. The forester, however, is. Could we possibly slightly prioritise the forester? Gonna have to pause the work on certain things. The blacksmith needs to keep going. This can pause. The herbalist can pause. No one's gonna die imminently, so can wait a year without a herbalist. That can be a second year thing. And also possibly the the reserve of firewood is set to be a bit high. Although I've only got 187. Maybe if I bring it down to 200 for the first winter at least, just so I can build some more buildings. That would be useful. I presume someone is going to work on some of these buildings eventually. We just have basically no raw materials. Well, now we've always got someone working on just cutting down trees and digging up stone, I guess, as a labourer. So that's something. And it's snowing. It's autumn, it's already snowing, so we're in quite a cold area of the world here, clearly. I'll just explore the map a bit. There's quite a lot of water on this map, compared to maps I typically played on before. It looks like south of us we've got a big lake that's not actually connected to any rivers. And a slightly smaller lake not connected to any rivers. Some tiny streams. Figuring this is the major river, so this is probably going to be what the trading post needs to be on. Probably build it on the lake side, I imagine. Makes the most sense. Hopefully this thing should produce a reasonable amount of fish in a year. Yeah, it's already made 800. I think a couple of thousand you can realistically get out of a well-placed fishing dock. So we'll see how it does next year. Obviously this year it lost out a bit of time on being built, so there's that to consider. The sheep are really noisy. It's actually slightly irritating. It'll be interesting to see how much wool we get from them. It could prove quite useful if I can make coats without leather. Although I will have a hunting cabin, so I will have leather. I can make the really warm coat straight off, theoretically. That's reserve of logs again. Yeah, we should be still cutting down trees. That shouldn't have stopped, but we are building the blacksmith and the forest lodge, and the forest lodge is the important one. And that will make our trees consistently be made. I hadn't realised I built a little diagonal there accidentally. It's not ideal, but I'll manage. Right, the blacksmith. That means I can assign my one labourer as... Well, actually I can take the two builders down. Assign a blacksmith. Probably want the hunting cabin next. Or up the firewood limit. We're going to struggle through it. We should carry on fishing through winter. It's not like fields where they stop over the winter. You get no production. We should carry on getting fish in. Might be worth a second fishing dock. We'll have to see. Actually, probably is worth a second fishing dock. The only issue is supplying the people to work on it. But we'll see how we go. We've got another labourer, so that's something at least. It's winter. The Forester Lodge is almost finished. Almost there. There we go. You'll probably only have the one Forester for now, just because I don't have enough time, enough people to assign more than that. So we've got the blacksmith that's making tools with logs and iron. We should have... We don't have a great deal of iron, but we should still be picking some up every now and again. The major bottleneck is logs. So I need them for both the buildings that are currently in progress. But we'll see. We're going to struggle with the end of winter. Houses do have a good amount of food in them, actually. They like to stockpile. So I can see the fact that we've got 97 fish and 22 mushrooms up here. in my little table that demonstrates my inventory. But actually there's a lot more food stockpiled in each of the houses, and firewood as well. It's a benefit of getting the marketplace up, is they don't stockpile quite as badly as they do otherwise. And that's the end of the year, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this start to a new series, and I'll catch you in the next one.